Have you ever wondered why that one person won't leave your head? An ex, a crush, or even someone you barely know? It's like they've moved in, rent-free, with no plans to leave. No eviction notice, no explanation, just constant, uninvited mental pop-ups. But here's the kicker, it's not random. Carl Jung, one of psychology's greatest minds, believed these lingering thoughts are mirrors, reflecting something deeper within you. It's not just attraction or obsession, it's a clue, a key to understanding yourself. So, what's really going on? Unfinished business, hidden desires, or is your subconscious waving a giant red flag? We're diving into Jung's most fascinating ideas, the shadow, anima and animus, projection, and the eerie force of synchronicity. And by the end, you might see that person differently, or maybe you'll realize it was never really about them at all. Jung once said, "Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes." Most of us stay on the surface, lost in daily life, while our unconscious mind quietly pulls the strings. But what if you finally paid attention? When someone keeps popping up in your thoughts, Jung didn't see it as random. He saw it as a wake-up call from your unconscious. Think of your mind as an iceberg. The tip? That's your conscious awareness, your daily thoughts, feelings, and memories. But beneath the surface? That's where the real action is. Your hidden fears, repressed desires, and unresolved emotions. So why does this person keep showing up? Chances are they've triggered something buried deep inside. Maybe they remind you of a past experience. Maybe they embody something you secretly crave. According to Jung, these aren't accidents, they're signals, and if you pay attention, they can reveal powerful insights. Now, let's talk about your shadow. No, not the one on the sidewalk, the one hiding in your psyche. Jung described the shadow as the part of yourself you suppress because it doesn't fit your ideal self-image. And here's where it gets interesting. The people who stick in your mind might actually be your shadow in disguise. Admire someone's confidence? Maybe you struggle with self-doubt. Fascinated by their creativity? Maybe you've neglected your own. On the flip side, if someone irritates you, they might reflect traits you refuse to acknowledge, like arrogance or impulsiveness. In other words, the real mystery isn't them, it's you. Instead of asking why they won't leave your head, ask, what part of me do they reveal? What am I supposed to learn from this? The shadow isn't your enemy, it's your guide. As Jung put it, one does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. Then there's Anima and Animus. Your inner feminine if you're a man, your inner masculine if you're a woman. They shape how you connect with others. When someone captivates you, it's often because they reflect qualities you've yet to embrace. Maybe their emotional depth highlights something missing in your own life. Recognizing this isn't just insight, it's an opportunity. But here's where it gets tricky. The Anima and Animus create illusions. You might not be drawn to the real person, but to an idealized version, shaped by your unconscious. Instead of asking, why am I so obsessed? Ask, what part of me are they awakening? Because the people who occupy our minds often reflect the deepest parts of ourselves. Now let's talk projection. Jung believed much of what we feel about others isn't about them. It's about us. It's like a mental movie theater, where our own fears, desires, and insecurities play out on someone else. Admire someone's ambition? Maybe you crave more of it. Find someone annoying? They might embody traits you refuse to acknowledge, like being critical or emotionally distant. Your unconscious is holding up a mirror, showing you what needs attention. Projection feels real, which is why it's so convincing. You might think they're incredible or they're terrible, but what if you're really just seeing a reflection of yourself? Jung saw this as an opportunity for growth. So next time someone lingers in your thoughts, ask, what am I really seeing here? And what does it say about me? By recognizing your projections, you take back control. Instead of letting someone live in your head rent-free, you reclaim lost parts of yourself. As Jung said, everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. Now let's revisit two of Jung's most fascinating ideas, Anima and Animus. These aren't just about gender, they're symbolic forces within all of us. The anima is the inner feminine in men. The animus is the inner masculine in women. They shape how we connect with others, influencing attraction, admiration, and even obsession. So why does someone keep resurfacing in your mind? Jung believed it's because they resonate with your anima or animus. Maybe they reflect your subconscious ideal of a partner, or they embody qualities you've yet to embrace. drawn to their emotional depth, that might mean you crave the same within yourself. But here's the catch. It's not just about attraction. The Anima and Animus can create illusions, making you see someone not as they are, but as your unconscious wants them to be. And that's where things get complicated. Instead of asking, why can't I stop thinking about them? Try asking, what part of me are they awakening? Because the people who linger in our minds often reveal the most hidden parts of ourselves. And that brings us to projection. Jung believed much of what we feel about others has little to do with them and everything to do with us. Think of it like a mental movie theater. Your thoughts, desires, and fears get projected onto someone else. Admire someone's ambition? Maybe that's a quality you wish to develop, or one you already have but haven't embraced. Annoyed by someone's arrogance? They might reflect a trait you refuse to acknowledge in yourself. The mind is tricky, but Jung saw this as a gift. Every person who lingers in your thoughts is a mirror, reflecting parts of you that are waiting to be understood. Jung's idea of synchronicity flips the script on what we consider coincidence. Ever think about someone and suddenly they text, or bump into them after weeks of having them on your mind? Jung didn't see this as random. He believed these moments weren't driven by logic, but by significance, your inner world aligning with the outer one. But here's the real kicker. Synchronicity isn't just some cosmic glitch. Jung saw it as a call to action. Instead of dismissing it, ask, why is this person showing up in my life? Are they triggering an unresolved emotion, representing a path you're afraid to take? Or maybe, just maybe, they're reminding you of your own power to create meaning. Next time something synchronistic happens, don't brush it off as mere chance. See it as a nudge from the universe or your unconscious to look deeper. As Jung said, synchronicity is an ever-present reality for those who have eyes to see. Jung's ideas aren't just fascinating, they're practical tools for self-awareness and growth. If someone won't leave your thoughts, it's not random. Your mind is telling you something. Here's how to decode it. Step 1. Reflect. Ask yourself, what emotions come up when I think about this person? Are you inspired by their confidence, frustrated by their aloofness, drawn to their sense of adventure? Your emotions hold the first clue. Step 2. Analyze. Dig deeper. If you admire their creativity, maybe you're craving more of that in your own life. If their rejection stings, maybe it's triggering an old wound around self-worth. Journaling or meditating on these feelings can help uncover the real reason they linger in your mind. Step 3. Act. Use these insights to grow. Work on building confidence, embracing your creative side, or healing emotional wounds. The goal isn't to change them, it's to transform yourself. As Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. So don't let your thoughts control you. Take the reins. When someone lingers in your mind, see it as an invitation to explore the depths of your unconscious. Because in the end, it's not about them, it's about you. The people who occupy our thoughts often hold the keys to our own growth.